Sure.
So go ahead, man, and introduce the new guest.
So I mean, we wait before we do that though. We've been doing a lot of changes to our web page and Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I hope everybody sees that. And you know, likes the changes that we have done. The t-shirts are coming, right?
Yep. I'm working on them.
We got new designs coming out. Hopefully, so that is all in the works. I know our sponsors, Savali Army Customs, has started Cerakoting.
Yep.
And I know they've done a few guns already. They're almost done with the Harley project.
Still got the tank to do.
Still got the tank, but the Harley project, as far as hydro dipping, is almost there.
Yep.
And what are your thoughts on it so far?
Man, it looks good.
Really amazing.
Yeah. You stick it out in the light, that shit shines.
I mean, we the people all the way, man.
Yep.
It's just like a lot of prep work, a lot of work, and it's almost there. And I mean, we just love what we do.
Yeah.
Right. So
always love the challenges.
Everybody needs to check out Savali Army Customs, and we got a couple guns out there waiting on us to prep and Cerakote, even the World War II knife coming up. That we're prepping the bayonet to Cerakote that. And the owner of that one has no idea what we're going to do to it. And it'll be interesting when we actually take it to his place and actually present it back to him.
Yeah.
And seeing as how we got the whole story on that and everything, and we'll share that story once we finish this knife with pictures and stuff. We'll attach a little story to that one as well when we finish that one. But it was pretty cool when he was explaining it to me.
Yeah.
So a lot of things in motion. Where we at as far as have you looked to see where we rank at as far as like?
So we popped into the top 100 of all podcasts. We hit 92 out of 100, and then we were 13th for comedy interview out of 100, and for all comedy we were 88.
That ain't bad.
No. I mean, there's a lot of podcasts out there.
That's not bad. And we got our good days and bad days, and it's been that way for a long time, right?
Well, the cool thing, when we first started this, I never thought that at some point there would be a season 2. But season 1 is almost in the books.
We've almost been at it for a year. So
I figured we start the seasons on calendar years, and January will be season 2.
Yeah. Hey, I can't wait, man. Hopefully we're still around, right? So what do we have today? We got Family Time 4, right? Family Time 4. My sister, Melissa, has joined us for the Thanksgiving week and brought a weapon for us, a Cerakote. So thank you. And the first few was your daughter. My boy did 2 of them.
He was the first one.
I don't think Sophia's done one yet, has she?
She's been in here.
She's been in here for some. But I don't think we actually tried to do one with a 6-year-old yet, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, we got to kind
of come back on
that one somehow. But anyway, so as I was telling you, right? I mean, nothing scripted, so we really don't know what questions are going to come out as you speak. We might interrupt you here and there and be like, wait, we're going to feed off of that, right? That's just the way we work. We feed off of each other. So now we just have another person to feed off of right now. So what I'm going to kick this off, right? Seeing as how, she drove all the way here from Georgia. She's back in Savannah now, I think, right? You're back in Savannah. So we're going to kick this off with me and Don, right? One of the podcasts kind of went crazy, and we were talking about mom and dad, right? And I was talking about our trip to Georgia and getting when dad passed, and we picked up. we picked up his ashes. And downstairs, I have Dad in a box.
I know what you're talking
The
about.
same box I have.
And you would not let me leave without taking some of Mom's ashes. And it just so happens I threw her ash. Well, they're separated. They're separated in bags, right?
Mhm.
But I put her ashes inside the same box as Dad. And what'd you say?
He's probably upset that now he's living with her in the afterlife too. Ain't no getting away from her now.
So I forgot what I was watching some movie the other day.
Yeah, no problem getting away from her in the real life. So I'm sure.
Now he's in a box, trapped inside of a bag.
Souls are like, you son of a bitch kind of thing. But it's funny because I was like watching.
There's actually more of him than her.
There is a lot more. Wait, that could go so many different ways.
You want all of it? I got all of it now.
Ain't no more half. Oh my Lord.
And she says, well, definitely it'll be longer than 30 minutes then, or 30 seconds, because we're stuck in this box together.
Maybe he wanted his free time. Maybe he wanted to find somebody else. The movie I watched the other day says you can find somebody else when you get to heaven. There is no eternal bullshit when you're dead.
Well, she done ran and went.
Well,
she had a year.
I'm just. You really think she found?
I'm sure the help told she found something to make her happy.
I mean, I think heaven's more like a melting. If there's more fish in our sea, imagine the fish up there.
Yeah. But she wasn't. She was gonna get
two podcasts ago was called Melting Pot, bro.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the internal life. So don't compare it to our podcast. What?
What dragon is there?
No. You think of the afterlife? I'm thinking freedom.
Not if you're in a box in a bag.
But technically, you're not.
I mean, if you and Jocelyn was in the same box, I can just imagine what's coming out. Have you put the Christmas lights up yet?
That's all your damn fault, though. Yours.
I like to stir the box.
Yeah, don't do that.
As long as you don't mix them together.
Yeah, my kids take them out.
In today's world, I think that would be okay. I think you can transgender some.
Transgender some ashes. Shut the fuck up, man.
Man, you're opening like.
I had to explain that shit to my kids too, because like my daughter would like take the bag out. The one was Mom, and she's just like, and she takes the other one out. She's like, why is there so much more of Grandpa than Grandma? And I'm like, well, I don't know who's got the other 75% of Grandma, but I wasn't about to tell her that my other daughter made me take them, but
your other daughter,
Kirsten,
yeah,
you're gonna take some of Grandma. I was like, well, okay. All right, whatever. Life goes on.
What you do with it is your own.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's her and Dad are right now drinking some coffee and
chilling.
If we're hoping chilling. Anyway, I ain't been haunted, or if I did, I don't remember when I wake up. So I'm good.
Can you imagine you drunk, a case of Blue Moon in, and a ghost appears? I could just see it.
Does she have her OnlyFans page?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Might be a conversation, man. Give a whole new meaning to "You're My Boo."
So, what's the first question you have for her? Wait a minute. Where do you have them?
Where do I have what?
The ashes.
You say fertilizer.
Well, I've dumped Mom a couple times.
Did you use a vacuum cleaner to clean her up?
In a couple places.
She's in a Hoover. And no, I didn't say Uber.
But what's left is they're together in a bag.
Not together.
Not together. They are in separate containers in a bigger bag, waiting for me to further dispose of at my will. Because that is my choice.
Well, obviously it's your choice in the Hoover, so.
So
is it the Hoover that's got that big rotating ball thing?
What a ride!
What a ride!
It's my Hoover.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, what do you got?
Oh man, where do we start? So, I mean, I know I can kind of picture what he was like as a toddler kid.
Oh,
you know,
he was cute.
Yeah, but he's probably picking on everybody.
Oh yeah, well, me specifically.
But what was he like as a teenager?
Oh, wow. Well,
with my mullet.
Yeah, he had
a mullet. Oh, we got to get that wig. I want to see the Doug Norris of today with a mullet.
I got a picture too.
Shut the fuck up, would you? Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, he was a lot like he is now, honestly.
I never grew up.
Yeah. He
did bigger toys.
I didn't pick fights. I actually finished them.
Yeah, he did. He liked to fight. He had a temper even back then.
Pre-PTSD.
He came by. He came by on his.
My fuse was a little bit longer back then.
But he was responsible. He and I both got jobs pretty quickly because we really didn't have choices. So as soon as we turned 16, we got jobs. We both had nice old cars, which that was fun to work on.
What was your car of choice?
I had the 67 Camaro.
Oh,
she had the 67 Mustang.
You don't had them today.
I paid $75 for that bitch back then.
$75?
Yeah.
I paid nothing. It was Christmas present.
Wow.
Well, we had two. We had two of those. And one without a title, one with. So we just tore one apart and built one. Yep. 287, 67.
I painted it maroon red with black trim.
Oh, it's like burnt orange.
It was maroon red.
Like your
burnt orange
blazer.
No, red. Orange.
Oh, bright
orange.
Maroon red.
That shit was orange. Whatever.
I painted it up.
Whatever.
A
little fucking lighter orange than that fucking red right there.
What?
Anyway.
He liked to cause fights. He was hot-headed. Smoked pot.
No, had sex. Plays a job.
Had sex in the closets.
Working in East St. Louis.
Yeah, let's get on the old sex in the closet.
With girls.
It's time for you to go ahead and come on out.
With girls.
Mom found one time.
She did.
Yeah.
She wasn't fucking
happy.
I'll be back.
Well, I never come in the room. So I left the closet and left her in the closet.
You're like, Mom's gonna check this shit.
Well, Mom did. Mom knew I was doing something. She checked the fucking closet. She was thinking I was doing something else.
She thought he was smoking in there.
Yeah. And so, when you're a kid and I guess I was stupid and naive. They gave me this green fucking lockbox, right, for Christmas one day. Or
it was one of the old ammo boxes.
Well, yeah.
Ammo box.
Well, no.
Yes.
No. Well, it had a combo on it though.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. So they knew the fucking combo.
Of course.
And so me being stupid and fucking, a teenager, fucking stored my chew in my fucking pot in this thing. And it just so happens that, oh my God, one day they get in this motherfucker. And I get home from work or wherever fucking off or whatever I was, whatever I was doing. I come home and I'm getting my fucking ass chewed.
Searched your drawers and found
for what I was thinking. I was getting my ass chewed for the bag of pot that was in my fucking thing, right? No, they didn't even see the bag of pot. They didn't smell it, didn't see it, did nothing. I had 2 cans of Kodiak wintergreen in my fucking box, and I got my ass chewed for the fucking 2 fucking cans of Kodiak in this.
They didn't even go
box.
through the box, and he opened it up and just seen it on top.
It's just
It
like
wasn't him, it was her.
yeah. I mean, it was just like what the fuck. I was like, whew, go ahead, beat my ass for this shit.
Said Dad was never home.
Whew. I was just like, are you kidding me?
Weed costs a lot more. I can replace the Kodiak.
No, but she went through his drawers after that and found CDs of like Megadeth and AC/DC, and she freaked out over
Not
that.
CDs. CDs
Or
were
I'm sorry, CDs.
tapes.
Tape cassettes.
Wow, so mom was strict.
Yes,
She thought it was devil music.
Yes, she was. It was crazy.
And fucking yeah, she ended up ripping them all up and shit. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
So it kind of reminds me of my dad when MTV came out.
Mm-hmm.
He would not let me watch MTV,
No.
right? But he would have me set the VCR for Skinamax. Adult nudity shows on Skinamax. But I can't watch MTV.
It's like,
Ain't nothing but a bunch of half-naked girls. Record this show for me. Yeah. Adult version of Cinderella, Dad. Yeah. I have no clue what that is.
it was crazy, man. It really was.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my mom at the dinner table
Your mom
would be like, hey. At the dinner table would be like, I know. And I'm like, what do you know? She goes, I know it. You and your girlfriend are fucking in the bathroom. And I'm like,
in the bathroom.
Well,
like,
she accused us of all kinds of shit.
Which I was.
She did it. I had to have been doing
which
it.
I wasn't going to deny.
Right,
I know you're not a virgin. You can't tell me
You
you're a
don't think
virgin
actually
anymore.
that's-
And I'm like, Mom, we're trying to eat some fucking spaghetti and this toast you made.
Uh-huh.
You know, we're trying to eat. Yeah, I know you're fucking in there.
She was just throwing shit at the wall to see what
She
stuck.
was.
The house was like smaller than the duplex you live in right now. I mean, where we lived was tiny.
Small, yeah.
You know, I had to share rooms with my brother and all this other shit. So where else you gonna fuck? I mean,
You have a
gotta
brother?
take her to the bathroom. Well, no, at that time I did have a brother. I don't know what happened to him since then, but I got like 1,000 brothers now. But
yeah,
I mean, it was just she was, you know, she was different.
She just didn't have.
She didn't like. I wasn't her favorite. She was always against me.
Was her favorite.
And then like we'd be going through Savannah. She hated. She was the most racist person in the world.
You know, and I don't understand why.
Oh my Lord!
We grew up military, and we were around so many different.
Yeah.
And I always
you go back to old military. The old military was racist too.
see.
The old khakis.
I didn't see it.
I mean, you go all the way back, and when they finally started allowing black people in the military, they put them in their own regiments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not even talking about companies. This was their own regiments.
Like I threw in Hinesville when the first time I was there, and I would throw squad parties or platoon parties or whatever. Like she wouldn't even come outside.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, no.
Because oh my God, you got all sorts of racists out there. I was like, yeah. Yeah.
We went to the bowling alley one time on base, and she was like, taking me home. She just didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I mean, I knew she was a little bit of like.
I'd always tell her just to shut the fuck up, leave.
It was
never worked.
That's why you were her favorite.
It was just the opposite.
Probably.
It was your dad open to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I never saw that Dad.
Yeah, so like Taco.
Dad would
remember Taco, right? Taco, we call him Dad. Yeah. I mean, that's how close them two were.
Okay.
So even like
he was Navy. Right?
He was
Army.
No, he was Army. Yeah, he was a tank mechanic back then. But,
okay.
But even like when he passed, Kirsten asked, like, "Did you contact Taco?" I was like, "No." So she reached out to Taco and told him that, hey, just to let you know, Pops passed. And he was tore up too. Yeah. You know, because I mean, we were together 4 years, I think, over there.
Yeah.
So it was.
See, Dad was the kind of guy that, like, he
drank with us. He get fucked up and shit.
But he'd give you the shirt off his back. That's he'd let you pay him in beer or food or chickens or whatever instead of
me. I'm married a fucking Hispanic. Got divorced, married another Hispanic, and she fucking hated me. Couldn't stand me.
Really?
I went outside the
You're
race.
my mom.
Yeah,
your mom.
I went outside the race.
Wow.
Yeah.
She was just the exact opposite in my house. My dad was like that. My mom really doesn't give a shit, but my dad was, yeah, he was pretty racist.
Yeah. Well, she really didn't like it in high school when I started dating Michelle, the Filipino. Oh, yeah. So I think that's where it started. Then I reached out. I mean, I worked in East St. Louis, so it's like,
yeah,
But not right away.
Well, no, I worked in Madison, or I worked in Amico, then I worked in Madison at Trucker Supply, and then I worked in East St. Louis. East St. Louis is the one that paid. Back then, $13.75 an hour was,
wow, yeah, that is good.
That's good money for a kid. And once she started like, why do you keep on going to St. Louis? Why do you keep on going to St. Louis? I'll be like, I'm moving. And I started renting a place in Collinsville. I just left. Just
how old were you when you did that?
I was 18.
18.
Yeah.
Because I tried to leave before I was 18 a couple times.
So, I mean, look, you want to switch topics real quick? Might as well, right? I'm tired of talking about me anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, let's talk about your boyfriend back then.
Mm.
What about him?
The one when I was young.
I don't know. I think I walked in on you guys a couple times when you were doing something. They were open about it. They didn't jump in the closet. But somebody was jumping out a window when I came in there. And I was like, there better not be that motherfucker.
Yeah.
So one time, me and my buddy, I think it was Brian Wilkson, Nine Fingers, right?
Yeah.
He was born without a thumb.
Okay.
So he was my buddy for the longest time. We were walking down the road, and we ended up passing this dude's house. And I had no idea about her personal life at that time, right? And we're walking down this road, and this fucking dog came at us, right? Out of nowhere. Man, we picked up the biggest fucking rock I could find. I fucking belted it at this bitch. He went yelping away, right? Next thing you know, this dude comes out this fucking door, screaming, young motherfuckers, you can't hit my dog, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, put the motherfucker on a leash,
Yeah.
Don't you fucking raise your fucking voice at me. He's coming out, and all of a sudden I'm like, bro, go put a fucking shirt on and cover the fucking nipples up. I mean, they were like, I was like, are we turning you on or something? I mean, this shit was huge, I was like, what the fuck? And then he got limpy.
That's his weapon, man.
We ended up
Freddy Krueger nipples.
we got into it, and I ended up beating him up. Well, what pissed me off, and I told this shit the next day. My Camaro was in the garage, and so I was working, I think, on the exhaust system or something on it at that day, and I look up, and there he is. I was like,
black eyes and big nipples.
why the fuck are you here? I'm here for your sister.
He said, the fuck you
The fuck? I was like, no, the fuck you ain't. I walked inside. She's like, yeah.
I like his nipples.
Fucking pissed me off, man. I was fucking, dude, I was irate, man. I was like, you motherfucking. I had some choice words for her.
Imagine if those nipples was his superpower.
Dude, you could hang clothes off of it, man. They were so fucking big. Right?
Like back then, it'd be like the go gadget guy.
Sis, I was like, what the fuck do you see in him? I was like, you can't like the nipples. I was like, who bites whose nipples during sex?
Maybe he puts them on the TV and they get extra channels.
Oh. Wow.
So, I mean, but anyway, one night though, I swear to God, he was jumping out the fucking window.
It was.
This little chick she got her own room, of course. I mean, I had to share with what's his fuck, but
Baltazar.
Baltazar, we're calling him Baltazar. All right, well,
that's just idea.
Did she say that before she left? Baltazar.
The name that shall not be said.
The name that shall not be said. But I swear to God, when I came in, I was like, dude, there's a screen on that window. Why ain't the screen on that window no more? It's like, where the fuck is he? I was looking for a fight. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but I was looking.
Yeah.
So
Should have tried just a little bit harder.
oh fucking
You could have caught him, man.
you know how many times I fucked in the house and never got caught?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You
I got thrown through the closet door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that over?
You know, I don't even fucking know.
Him and Dad just. It was a lot of
Macho bullshit.
macho. Yeah.
What?
It was more like things would happen and Mom would be like, "Wait till your dad gets home," and only because she couldn't control him.
I got in the I didn't start it. So this dude one night I was off, had shit with
Somebody down the street.
my buddy Brian Kelty. Well, Harvey was the pot dealer back then, right down the street.
The name says it all.
You know, but I went to Amico to see our buddy, and then Harvey pulls up.
Yeah.
Harvey pulls up. He wrecks his mom's brand new Escort, but Ford Escort, and he jumped the fucking curb with this thing, bent the wheel, flat tire, all this other shit. So we're like, man, don't worry about it. We will take it off. We'll bend it back and fucking. We'll air it up and get you back on your way. She'll never fucking know. We'll put the hubcaps back on. She'll never fucking know, right? And as I got it on the tire machine and I'm fucking bending this fucking wheel back, this dude comes up, parks, drunk off his ass. I don't even know what fucking car he was in. Started shit with my buddy Brian. Brian was working at that time. So I was like, you know, Brian was going to take him to the back alley and fucking let's go kind of thing. And I'm like, Brian, your dad owns this place. I'm not letting you get in trouble. I was like, let me fucking deal with this shit, right? I was like, I'm off. I don't give a fuck, right? But it's your dad that owns this place, right? So I went out there, yelled at the dude for a little bit. I was like, let's go. Let's go to the back alley. Me and you right now. And as soon I didn't even fucking I turned around and started taking my coat off and dude jumped me. And I ended up turning around, fucking clocked him one good time and knocked him out. And I was like, well, that's it.
Well, but the people he was with ended up calling
the police. Not yet.
Sorry.
So, no, that ain't.
Yeah.
So we picked him up, put him back in the fucking car, right? Harvey's in the garage next to his tire still. Him and Mike Reinauer. And picked him up, put him back in his car. It's like, fuck it, man. Just let him sleep it off, right? Mm-hmm. So the dude gets back. He comes to and gets back out. I'm still working on this wheel, trying to get this wheel straight. Harvey ain't having it, right? So this time, instead of me knocking him out, I at that time I had some vice grips. So I was like, hey man, hold these. And so I handed them to Harvey. This dude comes out of his car, starts yelling and screaming and shit again. Harvey fucking smacked him in the head with these vice grips. Like 2-3 times, right? Knocks him out again. Mike right now picks him up, puts him in his car. And Harvey says, motherfucker, you better not fucking get out of this fucking car again. So then he takes off. So like, we're good, right? And then all of a sudden, I fix his car and shit. He's on his way home. And I get this call. Well, I make it home. Phone rings. My old man answers it. Yeah. Next thing you know, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm in bed. He yanks me the fuck out of the bed and says, go sit on the front porch. What the fuck I want to sit on the front porch for? It's like midnight, right? He said, Brian just called. I was like, the fuck? He said, some guys came by Amico, a full car guy swinging knives and fucking bats and shit out the window, and they were coming for you.
Yep.
So you want me to go sit on the porch?
So I was like, all right, whatever. So I grabbed a hockey stick and I went and sat on the front porch. And I'm sitting there, and you know, cell phones ain't a thing. So finally, my old man comes back outside like fucking, I don't know, hour and a half later or some shit. And said, Brian just called. I was like, what do you want this time? He's like, cops got him.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? Cops got him. He says, oh yeah, cops seen him flailing all that shit out the window and yelling and screaming. They arrested him for all the illegal shit they had in the car. So I was like, oh, okay.
So back to bed.
I went back to bed. Well, that was that, right? But that's just the way it was, though.
So how did you end up in the closet?
So that was just a place to kind of fuck at the time. And
when he threw you through, you said you threw.
Oh,
So that was.
which one was that?
There was a couple of them. He came home and they thought he was drunk one night.
I probably was.
And even though my dad was pretty much an alcoholic, he didn't necessarily want his son to end up that way. So they got into it over drinking and not drinking. And, you know, Doug and his temper. And my dad backed with about a case of Bud Light or Bush back then, I guess, right?
Bush?
No.
Bush
Yeah, I think it was.
He tried to push Doug pushed back, and it just got ugly quick.
I couldn't hit him. No matter how much he hit me, I couldn't hit him.
Yeah.
And he ended up just throwing me through the closet, and that was pretty much the end of it. I mean, I know for that one time it was, well, I mean, for all the times it was really. I think one time mom had them fucking stupid ass iguanas.
Mm-hmm.
And I took one iguana outside one day. I was like, fuck it, man. Let me take this. I walked it like a fucking dog. You know, I tied a fucking leash around his neck and shit.
You know, those were the one thing she cared about in the world.
More than us.
She get mad because you took it off?
Oh, my God.
And then, of course, she told him, and then he fucking, that's another reason he threw me out there. I was like, I ain't got to ask permission for shit. I just took it out there, right? But that was another reason. It was stupid. It was stupid. I imagine if they caught me.
But I will say.
Oh, shit.
Of all the animals that we had growing up, I had a cat that my mom actually let me have, and it got ran over one night.
Oh, shit.
And I'm in bed, and I hear a little bit of something going on, but I can't quite make out what's happening. This asshole comes in my room to wake me up.
So no. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So me and my brother's window, Baltimore, Baltimore,
Baltzar.
whatever, Baltazar.
Start calling him Aberdeen.
Me and dipshit room faced the street, right?
Right.
And so we didn't have AC, so we had window fans, right?
Yeah,
sure.
And so we're sitting there sweating our asses off, fucking trying to fucking just like pass out like we're in Iraq, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I hear this just like tire screech, right? I'm like, well, what the fuck, man? Why is somebody hitting their brakes in front of our house, right? And I didn't think nothing of it, really. I just laid there. And fucking next thing you know, we get I'm like, why the fuck is somebody knocking on our door this late at night, right? And then I go to answer the door, and this dude actually, he had a shovel in his car, right?
Which says a lot
Dude, this dude shovels this fucking squashed cat up off the fucking street, brings it to, is this your cat?
I don't know. What's it look like?
I was like, hang on a second. And I wouldn't woke her up, but I was like, hey, did your cat get out?
No, that's not the best part, right? So I'm like, I don't know, Doug, why? Did you let her out? Right? Next thing I know,
she's in a shovel.
Well, her brains are laying in the back of this guy's car, so you might want to come out here and look. And I'm like, thanks, man.
It was good times. It was good times.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Playing the Splat Cat.
What else you got to talk about? Let's see. I'm not even sure anymore. I think we covered most of it. It's like, what the fuck? No, we
I'm
done.
thinking.
Oh shit!
I don't know.
That's never good. I don't even know how long we've been on.
About 40 minutes.
Really?
Yeah. If I had to guess.
What you got?
Was your dad in at the same when you went in? Was he still in the military when you went in?
No, he didn't retire. He got out. He only did like I think 7 years.
Yeah, Mom was gonna leave him.
Yeah.
She didn't like it. So
No, we did. Well, I was born in Colorado.
yeah.
Moved to Hawaii for 3 years. Went to
Washington State.
Washington State. He got out in Washington State. We moved back to,
Illinois.
I guess, his home.
Yep.
Yeah. Or he got a job at the auto craft shop.
Oh yeah, there's a story.
There's a story
there.
So he got a job at the auto craft shop. Well, at first it wasn't the auto craft shop. He was rebuilding bus motors and stuff for the Army depot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Once he hurt his back, he went through several surgeries for that, and then they're like, "Hey, you're not going to do this shit anymore. We'll give you an auto craft shop." So he ran the auto craft shop over there, right there by McKinley Bridge,
which actually worked out pretty well for us as kids because
well, I mean, I liked it.
We had free range. You know, it was a cool place to hang out after school.
Yeah, evidently. I heard
it was.
He'd always be filling up his Pepsi cans with beer.
Yeah.
On duty.
There was always beer and
had a paint booth.
And new recruits that were coming in to get their cars worked on. So
I made money. They couldn't pay. They'd give me a car.
Yeah.
What?
I ended up with so many 4-door caprices.
Privates a lot of time don't have any money.
So. I'm serious.
Yeah.
I even flipped one night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fell asleep behind the wheel and the volunteer fire department came and get me.
But and then
hanging upside down.
He had his race car for a minute. That was fun. Yeah. The dirt track.
That was your dad's race car?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. He did all the mechanical work. He had a driver.
How was that driver for you?
Good.
You liked that driver, didn't you?
He knew how to drive pretty good.
He did.
Dad, no?
He did, because he was actually hoping that things would work out with him, and I would dump the.
Man, I had no idea. I was in the Army then, though.
But... You weren't in the Army yet.
Oh no?
No.
You and him. And
remember, I'm the older.
He never.
Sibling.
Well, from the sounds of it, it's a good thing that the other guy wasn't a stock car driver, because I mean those nipples get in the way. You're like. Be like putting a damn card in your bike spoke.
That was the auto craft shop was a dangerous place, so it really was.
It really was.
It really I mean, it was the location was like Route 3.
Yeah.
So that explains awesome. A lot.
Yeah.
Right? Because you keep on through Route 3, where do you end up? East St. Louis, Venice.
There's a lot of boarded windows.
Yes.
So, I mean.
It was good. I wanted to drive out there.
Huh?
I wanted to drive out there.
So, yeah, it was.
You don't stop.
I mean, some chicks couldn't pay after you fix their car, but they could pay in other ways.
Yeah. Dad really liked that.
I remember. Yeah, that reminds me of a story, man. So my dad had a heart attack, and they sent him to the VA in Houston, and we got a hotel room. I'll never forget this. The hotel was called the White House, right? And so we were walking down to this convenience store, and there was an AutoZone, and there's this chick and the guy standing in front of the car, and he's holding a headlight, a bulb, and she goes, "Can you guys change that for me?" And he goes, "No, we don't do that." And she said, "I'll give you a blowjob." And as I'm walking by, the guy goes, "I'll go get a screwdriver." It's like, what the hell are we at? I'll never get headlights paid for that much.
Oh man, I was a stupid ass teen when I was there though, so it's just like
right. So nothing's changed.
Well, yeah. I mean, I love back then. I experimented, so I mean, like where I grew up, there wasn't no black women, so it's just like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's like cougars
Cougars.
would attack your ass.
And that's true though, because he was cute, and then Dad, he was charming.
I think Dad sold me. Actually,
No, I
You
think he did too a few times.
you know what? I mean, it sounds like one of them stupid ass fucking soft porn shit. You see it, that,
No.
like, you slide out from a creeper, and all of a sudden, fucking, you look up, and you're just like, what the fuck?
Look,
It's pretty dark.
Some chick's just standing over me with a skirt on her body. What the fuck? Your daddy said I could take you home. I was like, the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, what?
Yep.
I said, how many beers do you have tonight? What the fuck?
So off you went, huh?
Yep. I witnessed a few of those conversations. But look, Dad, you remember he got into like a lot of different types of food, and only certain ethnics.
Don't be telling me he was pimping you out for like burritos and soul food.
Yes.
You were a burrito, and I'll give you my little bottle.
That's how actually Taco became part of the family.
I bet.
You know
Well,
that happens in Georgia as well.
He wasn't one-sided about it, because there'd be a cute private in there, and he'd be like, "Sis, why don't you go look at that car?" I'd be like, "Okay, Dad." And I'll go around the corner and I'll see, and I'll be like, "Oh, good job, Dad." So he was one-sided about it.
He was an equal opportunity
He
lady.
sure was.
Yeah.
He figured what happened at the motor pool stayed at the motor pool.
Hey, at the end of it, sounds like to me he would have been a great wingman.
Well, I mean, so that takes you back to Georgia, though.
Yeah.
I mean, back 11 Engineers, right?
Uh-huh.
With those guys, I mean, he would be our wingman. we would take him out with us, and like, if we didn't get totally bombed that night, anyway, I mean, he'd end up being our DD, or Taco ended up being our DD a couple times.
Dad?
Yeah,
No. A DD?
he was.
Are
He
you
was
sure?
a driver.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's no fucking way.
He didn't say that DD was sober. He just said that's who was driving.
I'm not buying that story.
Oh, whatever.
No.
Whatever.
He probably just said he was the DD and y'all just didn't notice.
Well, I mean, probably not, man. There was
He
some
had
of that
enough
fucking,
practice,
huh?
He had enough practice. He could drive.
Yeah. I mean, if they found out that one place in Pontoon Beach had this little drive-through,
Yeah.
and once, like, from like 16 on,
Yeah.
I'd go through there and then buy a case of like Old Bill or some shit, like every fucking weekend. And then Chinese people would fucking sell it to me every fucking time. Everybody came to me like, "Hey, go buy some beer. Go buy some beer." And fucking, that was my place to go right
It
there.
didn't have to be beer.
It didn't. That's back when like Mad Dog 2020. Fucking yeah, that was
Schlitt.
Schlitt, yeah. But the cheapest was getting a 24 pack of fucking in the whole cardboard with the plastic wrapping and shit.
Or the Boone's Farm for your girl.
Did I buy
Remember
Boone's
getting
Farm?
her drunk? Oh my
And that
god.
stuff's so cheap too.
That little bitty girl getting her drunk one night.
It probably didn't take much.
It did not.
I wonder what she looks like now.
Mom got mad at you.
I wonder what she looks like now. I remember she moved like when they still lived there. She like moved like a block, like right behind them.
Yes,
front
you're
of 'em.
right. Yep.
Actually,
In front of them.
I never got to see what she looked like now though. I don't know.
I don't remember her last
Don't know.
name.
Don't care. But Severs, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what her married name was, but Severs. Still
That's when she
Severs.
got married because you,
Yeah.
She tried to contact you at one point.
Yeah, it wasn't happening. It wasn't. It was like one of those ones where sell your car or fucking you lose me. Well, okay, see you. Bye.
Yeah.
And then I ended up selling my car anyway a year later.
Yeah.
But you went into the military after that too.
Yeah.
Because you disappeared after I moved
Yeah.
out. We both got out.
Yeah.
Wild times.
I just went down a bad path. You, succeeded a little bit better. It took me a while to get my shit together.
I succeeded. Well, thank you. I think that's the first family member ever told me that.
Good job.
Tear.
Good job. You're never going to get that fucking shit from your mother.
That's what I always like. I proved all my teachers wrong. They'd catch me staring out the windows. They said, "You are never going to make a living just staring out a window." I became a truck driver.
Sure,
well, shit, I did it all day long. Looked right out that window.
Yep.
What we do in Iraq?
Yeah.
On the way from the border to Iraq, we stared out a fucking window until we started getting shot at.
Yeah. But he still was looking out the window.
And I was getting paid.
Yeah. What a teacher's.
And once we took Baghdad, what happened? They were selling homemade liquor on the streets and fucking trying to sell their women on the balconies.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep. That was the Iraqi version of OnlyFans.
I remember the first time you came back. Do you remember sitting me down in the living room and having a conversation with me?
I don't.
Yeah. I don't want to get.
You don't remember last week.
I don't want to get sentimental, but.
What was sentimental?
Well, it wasn't sentimental. It was just, I could tell you needed to have somebody to talk to about stuff. And you don't remember sitting me down in the living room and you were showing me stuff. You had pictures and you had,
you still have those pictures? I think I lost them in a divorce. I think I did. Honestly,
you gave me, you gave me a casing and a bullet, and you were like,
"Oh, that was from the death, though."
You were like, "Do you remember?" Yeah, but you had this whole conversation with me about how they placed the dead and what you had to see, and the whole time I'm sitting there going, "Well, I guess you just needed somebody to talk to about it," so I was available. But I really took that to heart.
Did you really?
Yeah, because
I take it to heart too. I think
you did.
I just can't remember that conversation. Don't start crying.
I'm not.
And get all weird on us.
I'm not.
We'll have to take the Budweiser away and give her Boone's Farm.
Oh. We got tequila in there. Don loves midnight tequila.
No.
She already told me.
Don wants to be sober when he goes back and does his resume. Because they'll probably call me in just to fucking talk to me. I'll make it past the screening if I'm drunk. I promise you. Yeah, they will tell me in person how fucked up I am. We're not gonna say this one for an email.
Anyway, I still have the casing on the bullet.
Okay. All right. So. Yeah. I was really sentimental at the end of the OIF, the initial invasion when they took all my guns from me that I confiscated all.
Yeah.
Oh, I did this too.
Yeah, I was really sentimental on that. I was like, "You motherfucker. I took 2 rockets. You taking these damn guns from me?"
Yep. Yeah, the only thing I brought back was some money.
I got that too. Yeah. Which ain't no good no more.
No, because
it's got the wrong picture on it.
Well, mine was Afghani money, so it really ain't no good.
Yeah. No, mine's got Saddam on it. Yeah, mine's got Saddam on it. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. But that's all you had to say about the motor pool, huh?
What else did you want me to say?
Fuck, I don't know.
I
mean, we have no idea. None. That's it? All right, cool.
I think so.
I think that is it. What do you think?
I think so. We're probably pretty close to 45 minutes an hour. Well, everybody, if you need some help, check out the website, man. I just got done literally today. Finished remodeling the website. I think it looks pretty good, pretty easy to navigate. The resources, it's got its own page, a little description of what each of the resources are for. Suicide prevention number is on there. Our sponsors have their own page, so if you want to show them some love and go out and partake with some veteran supporting companies, they're on there as well. Y'all take care. Be safe.
See ya.